I was battling a bit of a cold today, so my voice sounds a bit off. That's why. Um, I didn't get much done today. I ended up finishing the final section of the read through. Only didn't take too long to read through the rest of it. As you can see in the video, that's just the final few pages there. So went through, made some notes, and that was pretty much my entire day. It wasn't a whole lot. Didn't get a whole lot done. So with today being one of those days where wasn't feeling too well, again, if I hadn't been doing this right every day thing, I probably just would have ended up taking the day off. But I ended up getting a little bit of work done, just sort of just the bare minimum, I guess, to call myself to be satisfied with myself with getting this done. And it's important to know that, like, on days like this, it's a good reminder that success isn't some Rocky movie. It's not, especially as a writer. It's not going in at 100% every day and just going all out. It's more about this sort of calmness, this sort of calm quiet, and just persistently showing up and being attentive. It's not this very forceful sort of like yang type of energy. If you ever study like Taoism, like the yin yang, it's not yang. It's very much this very sort of calm yin energy when you go in there. It's not about metaphorically punching punching slabs of meat and jogging like miles and miles a day. It's showing up with a very, very sense of calmness in just going about your work every day progressively, trying to make small improvements. That's really what the writing process is. And so for me, it's a good reminder of that, because I do get points where I'll start getting that sort of that crazy kind of energy, like that day I mentioned that I was gonna, when I laid out my goals, and the next day I already checked off the office remodel. I did that like in a single night. That can't be something that I don't think people should be doing every day. These sort of spurts where you do a whole lot. I think you're better off doing a consistent amount of work, perhaps even a lower amount of work, but just doing it consistently every day and just being more aware of what you are doing. But that's, I'm sure someone else might have a different opinion on that. But for me, that's what I found has worked best. If I go crazy, my quality tends to dip. I mean, on good days, I could probably, I could sit at a desk and type a keyboard for, 10 hours a day. Again, doesn't mean that the quality of the work is going to be there, right? The first maybe hour or two, maybe you're warming up, and then maybe you hit your peak for maybe 2 hours, maybe in the middle of your writing session, maybe three. And then it's going to start to dip. The quality is going to start to dip, at least for me. So again, doing shorter work cycles, especially when you're not feeling so well, but just being consistent with that, I find has worked the best. And especially with right every day. I mean, I've already, it hasn't even been 80 days yet, and I've already noticed that I've made a whole lot of progress already with my work. So that's kind of, I guess, the one takeaway from today, from dealing with this cold. Hoping that tomorrow I'll be feeling a little bit better, and I'll be able to start tackling the first rewrites for the second draft of the novel. And then maybe I think next week I'm going to start tackling the rewrites for the other novel there, the ones where I have to change the voice of my narrator a bit. Yeah, so that's going to be kind of me looking ahead. Hopefully, as long as I stay healthy, I'll be kind of taking a bunch of meds today, and hopefully, again, coming in tomorrow feeling better.